Internal Revenue Service IRS tax news. New IRS, quote, submit forms 2848 and 8821 online, end quote, offers contact-free signature options for tax pros and clients sending authorization forms. IR 2021-20, January 25th, 2021, Washington. The Internal Revenue Service today rolled out a new online option that will help tax professionals remotely obtain signatures from individual and business clients and submit authorization forms electronically. Tax professionals can find the new, quote, submit form 2848 and 8821 online, end quote. There's a link to that here on IRS.gov/taxpros page. There's a link to that as well. Tax professionals must have a secure access account, including a current username and password, or create an account in advance of submitting an online authorization form. Quote, this online tool will allow tax professionals to safely obtain signatures from individual and business clients and upload authorization forms, end quote, said Chuck Rettig, IRS Commissioner. Quote, this is a first step in our ongoing efforts to expand digital options for tax professionals using electronic signatures and online uploads, end quote. So obviously that can be a big benefit in terms of getting things done faster, so you can contact the IRS and have the authorizations to do so with the electronic signatures in that process. So the project is a result of the Taxpayer First Act that requires the IRS to expand use of taxpayers' electronic signatures and authorization forms. This online option also allows help protect taxpayers and tax professionals by more easily allowing remote transactions. Form 2848, Power of Attorney and Declaration of Representative, there's a link to that here, and Form 8821, Tax Information Authorization, are two forms that allow taxpayers to authorize the IRS to disclose their tax information to third parties such as tax professionals. So oftentimes if you're going to kind of represent a client as a tax professional, then you got to get the power of attorney, the form 2848, in order to do so. And if you could process that form electronically, it would be a little bit faster to get the process going. So Form 2848 is a taxpayer's written authorization appointing an eligible individual to represent the taxpayer before the IRS, including performing certain acts on the taxpayer's behalf. It also authorizes the representative to receive related confidential tax information of the taxpayer from the IRS. Form 8821 is a taxpayer's written authorization designating a third party to receive and view the taxpayer's information. The taxpayer and the tax professional must sign Form 2848. If the tax professional uses the new online option, the signatures on the forms can be handwritten or electronic. Form 8821 needs only the taxpayer's signature. If using the new online option, the taxpayer's signature can be handwritten or electronic. If the tax professional uses the electronic signature option for a new client, the tax professional must first authenticate the client's identity. For details on this process, see the, quote, authentication, end quote, section in the online options frequently asked questions. There's a link to that here. Tax professionals may also use the, quote, submit Form 2848 and 8821 online, end quote, to withdraw previous authorizations. However, the new online option cannot be used to ask questions or address other issues. The process to mail or fax authorization forms to the IRS is still available. Signatures on mailed or faxed forms must be handwritten. Electronic signatures are not allowed when you're doing the handwritten forms or the actual paper forms that you're going to be faxing in or mailing in. Most Forms 2848 and 8821 are recorded on the IRS's centralized authorization file, the CAF. Authorization forms uploaded through this tool will be worked on a first-in, first-out basis along with mailed or faxed forms. The new online option negates the need for specific equipment, e.g. fax machines, scanners, saves tax professionals time in obtaining signatures, reduces person-to-person contact, and allows complete flexibility in completing the form anywhere, anytime for both the taxpayer and client. The, quote, submit Form 2848 and 8821 online, end quote, option is a step toward the broader IRS effort to expand options for electronic signatures and authentication forms as required by the TFA. This summer, the IRS plans to launch the taxpro account. Its initial functionality will allow tax professionals to initiate a third-party authentication on IRS.gov and send it to a client's IRS online account. Individual clients will access their online account and digitally sign the authorization, sending it to be recorded on the CAF. The IRS expects this new method will dramatically speed processing and allow the almost immediate authentication. More information about taxpro account and the extent of its initial functionality will be announced in the future. For additional information, tax professionals may view the Uploading Form 2848 and 8821 with electronic signature webinar. There's a link to that here, or the fact sheet. There's also a link to that here. There'll be a link to this in the description.